Fellas, how are y'all doing this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening? Beautiful day outside. Sun's going down. That means people are going to be dying here shortly because it is Friday the 13th. That's right. Freaky Friday, Friday the 13th, live vendor reset, the day after patch 1.1, 1.8.1. You know what it is. Y'all know what it do. I was going to stream last night, even though I said I wasn't because I take Thursdays off. And after work, I was like, man, I'm going to chill. I ain't going to stream tonight. And so we did what did we do? We did Grand Central Station and Amherst on Legendary, and I'm telling y'all, it's easy. As a group, none of us had even tried it, and we did Amherst on first try, first run, and then we went over to Grand Central, and I was like, all right, this is one that's got to be a little bit harder. You know, I thought Amherst would be because it's like small and compact, and we went right through Grand Central. The hardest part of both of them is just killing the hunter, and it's not even that it's hard. It's just dude, they got like Nomad on steroids and crack and everything mixed together. The hunters on these legendaries, they're beast. But on the plus side, every time that y'all kill the hunter, it is a 100% guaranteed exotic drop. He just drops one item and it is exotic. So you know, yeah. I wonder if you can replay it. I know you only get the exotic cache once a week. I wonder if that exotic, you know, if every time you kill the hunter, if you get it. So if that's the case, that's really big because I think we did Amherst in like 26 minutes and Grand Central in 30 minutes. So that means that theoretically you could get two exotics guaranteed every hour by farming those. So anyway, let me give a short, quick rundown because it's going to be really, really, really quick. What's up, Duke Star? I love you, brother, man. Let me give you all a quick rundown of last week's vendor reset, the best items. You got a few minutes to go pick up those items. Then we'll get started. So last week, if you are looking for AK, if you're a fan of the AK-47, the special equipment vendor inside the terminal has a black market AK-47 with 20% enemy armor damage with the talents of Vicious, Vicious, Unforgiven, and Focused. The Dark Zone vendor here inside the base of operations has a really nice 262 stamina mod with 2.5% exotic damage resilience. So go pick that up. Over at Camp Clinton, there is a 258 firearms mod that has 1% critical hit chance. The new legendaries, Grand Central and Amherst. When you kill the hunter, he drops an exotic. Plus, you get your exotic cache once a week. So, but yeah, you kill the hunter, you get an exotic on both of them. We did it first try, both of them last night. We did Amherst first. We didn't wipe. We went through and beat it. It was like, damn, that wasn't that bad. Then we went and did Grand Central, and we beat that. I think it was 26 minutes on Amherst and right at 30 or 28 on Grand Central. So they're not hard, man. They're not. We had a Reclaimer build running, of course, the box and a sticky bomb. I ran Tactician with Seekers and Sticky. We had a Lone Star, and then we had a D3 build. And D3 had a sticky bomb also, and it was, you know, no big deal. We went right through it, man. It was actually fun. No wipes. First try on both. Took me 40 minutes with randoms. Yeah, see, check that out, y'all. It ain't bad. So Madison Safe House or Madison Stand has a 260 firearms mod with 3% skill haste. Southpaw Safe House has a oh man. Hey, Chris, did you or Evan put Duke on timeout, man? Southpaw has a 200 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites. I don't know how. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, Chris said he screwed it up. That's Chris for you, Duke. 200 electronics with 3% damage to elites. East 42nd Street DZ vendor has a 262 firearms mod with 3,102 health. And they also have a C79 scope that has 18% critical hit damage, 4.5 optimal range, and 3% critical hit chance. East 31st Street has a 4% ballistic shield damage mod. I would recommend go getting them. I actually just went and bought 4. On my D3 build, I realized I had the 3.5% ballistic shield damage mod, and so I went and bought 4 of the 4% ones, and I have those on my build now. So hurry up and get there before the vendor resets. That is East 31st Street DZ vendor, 4% ballistic shield damage mod. West 53rd Street has the MG5, if you like those. 18% damage targets out of cover. It's got Vicious, Competent, and Unforgiving. And lastly, at the same safe house there is a 263 firearms mod with 3% skill haste. So really the best two items, in my opinion, would be Southpaw 200 on the electronics with 3% damage to elites. And the DZ vendor inside the base of operations has the 262 stamina with 2.5% exotic damage resilience. Alright, let's see, Chris, what? Yeah, Chris put them on accident. I think you gotta go to a computer and actually do it, Chris. Great, I'll make you a moderator. Now you're banning one of the founding members of our gaming group. Alright, everybody, this is Friday the 13th. We're gonna have a wonderful night tonight. Patch 1.8.1 is live. If you have saved your supply drops, go pick them up. They give you 100 div tech now, and they have a chance to drop classifieds and exotics. The open world bosses have now been bumped up to 6% drop rate on classifieds and exotics from the 3% it was, and then no longer do you have to worry about just getting the Caduceus, Tenebrae, or Skull MC gloves when farming the open world bosses. They now have a chance to drop all exotics. My buddy Evan said he got a Urban MDR from one last night. He had 4 classifieds, 2 exotics in his open world boss run. I did it last night, didn't get a single exotic or classified, and I just finished up a minute ago, and again didn't get a single classified or exotic. That's just my luck. What else? Oh, one thing I forgot to mention the other day. So if you go inside the terminal, which I'll be showing you in a minute, the special equipments vendor inside the terminal now sells a classified exotic classified cache for 2,500 Phoenix credits. It's a random. There's 84 total classified pieces out, so you're gonna get 1 out of 84 pieces. Farm it, boys and girls. Got a house for my boss run. Oh snap! I didn't get nothing. It was only a 300 second. Okay, cool. So 5 minutes, dude. All right, everybody. Well, we are getting ready to do this thing. We got 7 minutes left. Yeah. Last night was cool. We did Amherst Legendary, Grand Central Legendary. First try on both runs. No wipes. None of that stuff. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually pretty damn easy. What up, Tofa? And we got our exotic caches, and I got a Colonel Bliss holster. And a devil. Yeah, Colonel Bliss holster. And my buddy I'm sorry. Cubic's got a house out of it, and he dropped it for me. I have a vicious deadly, a deadly unforgiven, vicious hurried, and a competent talented, and he dropped one that had. I'm ready for this thing. I'm getting ready. Y'all are texting the hell out of it. I'm just like keep looking down. I'm trying to text. All right, so there is a special guest going to be doing the vendor reset tonight, and he's a real piece of work. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jason Voorhees in the freaking house. That's right. People are going to die tonight. Get there. If you're new to the stream, I appreciate you stopping by. All I ask is one big favor. Please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to be part of the community, the D-Tech Gaming Group community, hit that subscribe button. We basically just have fun. It's a very tight-knit community. PS4, Xbox, PC, it doesn't matter. We help new players out. We help players that need gear. We farm the DZ. We do farming streams where we just run in the DZ and any classified or exotics that we get. Anybody that's on stream watching it, if they need those items, we send them an invite. They join us. We kill ourselves. They get the gear, and we help them extract. If there's content that you're having a problem getting through, maybe you're a solo player like I was for the longest time, and you're tired of trying to do random matchmaking and trying to do hard content with randoms that don't want to listen or don't want to play together as a group, or worst out of all of them, doesn't have a microphone. Then, hit us up, man. We love to help people farm. We love to help people get gear up and just do those missions that they have had problems with. That's one thing that we love to do. So, that's what it is, y'all. It's going to be a great year. It's already started off to be a great year. We got Division 2 coming up soon. My boy Wild Max is going to be joining us here very soon. I'm going to get up with him this week. He will be going to E3. He is invited by Ubisoft to play the Division 2 at E3 2018. He's going to get up with us and share his thoughts on it. He is one of the top members of this community. If you haven't heard of him, you will soon. Check him out on Twitter at WildMax10. He also has a YouTube page. He does a ton of Division cosplay. And he's also a DJ. He makes amazing music, and he does awesome photography with the Division, and he makes music videos with this game. I mean, he just does some amazing work. He's been featured on State of the Game. He's been featured on the Division's official channel, Agent Highlights. Yeah, man. Wild Max at Wild Max 10. Y'all check him out. Uh, Follow him, subscribe to his channel, show him some love. But he will be getting on here soon, and we'll just pick his brain. And then after E3, once he gets hands-on with the Division 2, gets to play it, I'm sure there's going to be certain stuff he can't talk about. They got to sign them non-disclosure things. But still, afterwards, he's going to come on. Will be the first stream that he joins, and he's going to give us some insight about the game, how it feels, what he thinks about it, what he likes, what he dislikes, what he hopes gets changed, what he hopes stays the same, and all that other good stuff. So, yeah. All right, we're 3 minutes away, so if you're just joining, the best two items, really, in my opinion, from last week, three. Let's just make it three. The DZ vendor inside the base of operations has a 262 stamina mod with 2.5% exotic damage resilience. West 31st Street DZ vendor has a 4% ballistic shield damage mod. If you're running D3, that's what you want to run, the ballistic shield damage. You don't want the resilience or health. The ballistic shield damage adds 4% to your actual weapon damage. So put 4 of them on. It's like wearing skull gloves with a D3 build. And lastly, Southpaw Safe House has a prototype superior electronics mod with 200 points of electronics and 3% damage to elites. So, check it out. Also, we got the new vendor boxes here. I just went and opened a ton of these. The Mark III. On my Twitter page, I actually posted a link. The Division, their official page, they have a site you can go to, and they show every item that is in. I'm so glad they did this, but they have a list of every item that's in the first encrypted Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. The Mark 3 is all cosmetic, all vanity, no emotes in this one. It's all weapon skin, backpack skins, and clothings. Mark 2 has your emotes, and then Mark 1 also does too. But yes, I'm glad they finally did it, showed you exactly what you can get out of it. So go hit it up. If you don't follow me on Twitter, at TSwandol, it's not really hard. And I posted it on my page just a little while ago. All you do is you'll click on the thing I posted there, and there's a little link to it. You click on it, it takes you to the official Division website. You scroll down, and it shows you every single item in all 3 of those caches. Brendan, how are you doing today? Glad to see you stopping back by. We're just a minute away from our vendor reset for this week, Friday the 13th of April. Get those legendaries done. They're not hard at all. You get your exotic cash from doing it, and you get a guaranteed exotic from killing the hunter. Be forewarned, the hunters on these legendary missions have a health pool that would be like all 4 of your teammates, you and your 3 other teammates put together while running 9k stamina nomad and proccing it 30 times in a row. I hit him with 1.5 million sticky bombs, and it didn't even take any of his health down at all. All 4 of us focus fired him, and it barely took it down. Then he'd pop a heal and go to full health, and it was like, you got to be shitting me. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, let's do this thing, y'all. Alright, so this week in the blueprints vendor, we're seeing blueprint pistol. We have a stamina mask blueprint and an electronic knee pad blueprint. We have some small laser blueprint, flash hider, and that's all I'm seeing here. If anybody sees anything other than what I have here, I'd appreciate it if you put it in the stream. And as always, I'm going to check our lower ranked ones. We get a 229 enhanced AUG A3P blueprint, military L86 blueprint, stamina backpack, and firearms backpack. Not too bad. We got the tactical SA58, custom M870 MCS, and a firearms vest and stamina knee pads. If you really want any of these weapons, I would recommend picking this up. If you got a skill build, it takes less requirements to unlock talents, so you can pick up a 229 AUG and unlock the talents easier. Thank you, Evan. Alright, so let's check out the special equipments vendor this week. Alright, this week we got the Pecan with 19% damage to targets out of cover, Talents are Swift, Destructive, and Pecan. The Centurion this week has Fierce in the bottom slot, and the Liberator is 21% enemy armor damage with Destructive, Ferocious, and Vicious. The Historian's coming in with 166 headshot damage. Talents are Competent and Trained, and the Cassidy has 307.5 stagger with the talents of Adept and Vicious. We got a first wave PF45 pistol that has Capable on it, and a converted SMG9A2 with 22% critical hit chance. Talents are Commanding, Brutal, and Predatory. For all you M4 fans, we got a Police M4 here with 20% enemy armor damage. It has the talents of Determined, Self-Preserved, and Unforgiving. We got the double barrel sawed-off shotgun. It's a sidearm, and it has the talents of Competent, Accurate, and Commanding. We got a surplus SVD with 168 headshot damage. Talents are Talented, Meticulous, and Disciplined. And lastly, we got a custom L86A2 light machine gun with 21% damage to targets out of cover. The talents are Prepared, Vicious, and Destructive. As you can see on chat there, Evan has put it in that in Camp Clinton we have the surplus SVD, Classic M60, Firearms Backpack, Stamina Mask, Pro Red Dot Sight, pick that up, and 5.52 Hollow Sight, pick that one up also. I would actually recommend picking up all your 256 blueprints. You never know when they might come in handy, and hell, it's fun to just craft some weapons every now and then. Alright, getting down into our gear pieces, I'm going to skip over gear set items because classifieds are what's the rage, and that's what everybody wants. But I will go over the high ends. So we got a refresh mask with 944 armor. It's got a very, very nice 1270 stamina roll. Major attribute is 9,351 skill power, and the minor is 17% disorient resist. We've got a forceful chest piece with 1808 armor. It's got a 1241 electronics roll. Major attributes of 4% all resistance, 10.5 exotic damage resilience, and the minor is 51% ammo capacity. We've got a relentless backpack with 1290 armor. It's got a low 1174 stamina roll. Major attributes 16.5 stability and 47% ammo capacity with the minor attribute. Knee pads are the Prosperous with 1648 armor, 1247 firearms. The major is exotic damage resilience at 8%. Minors are 28 shock, 28 bleed, and 30% blind deaf resist. And we've got a recovered holster with 989 armor. The firearms and stamina are below 1200 with a 1256 electronics roll, and the major attribute is 4% critical hit chance. And we have lastly the decisive gloves with low 869 armor, 1188 electronics roll. Major attributes are 7% enemy armor damage, 11% pistol damage, and 4% health on kill. We've got a very nice 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. Pick these up. Special equip. Stamina. Alright, I had to write that down. Alright, and damn. 2% pulse, 2% pulse critical hit chance mod also. These are nice, and so are the pulse critical hit damage ones. Crit chance. It's all about that crit in this meta. Alright, we got the Heavy Spring magazine that has 2.5 critical hit chance, 5% reload speed, and 11% rate of fire. An Osprey 45 suppressor with 15% accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 3% critical hit chance. And it has a minor of 42% reduced threat. We've got the vertical grip with 49.5% optimal range, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. What's up, mod? And we got the 5.52 Hollow Sight Tan with 6.5 critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 6% headshot damage. Our caches here, as y'all can see, we now have the classified cache. It's 2,500 Phoenix credits, and it comes with one random classified item, 51% target intel, 11 to 19 weapon kits, and 22 to 38 division tech. I'm going to buy one just to show everybody how it works. Bench gloves. There we go, 26 Phoenix division tech, so that's very nice. And the gloves suck. Get one more division tech out of it. There we go. Alright, let me check out what's upstairs. I'll do the vendors up here. I'm going to head over to Camp Clinton, hit them vendors, and then from there I'll start up at Times Square and I'll work my way around the map. Alright, here we got the Snub-Nosed Rhino with Expert and Commanding. One of my favorite guns right here. The Vector 45 ACP submachine gun with 18.5% critical hit chance. The talents are Competent, Talented, and Swift. We got the Tactical SA-58 assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage. It's got the talents of Commanding, Sustained, and Vicious. Oi, tunes out. We got the Black Market SASG-12S shotgun with 352 stagger, and it has the talents of Ferocious, Competent, and Brutal. Got the Model 700 marksman rifle with a very nice 170 headshot damage, and the talents are Trained, Prepared, and Elevated. Lastly, we got the MG5 light machine gun with 20% damage to targets out of cover. Talents are Predatory, Unforgiving, and Dominant. Got a quick release magazine with 28.5% reload speed, 4% critical hit damage, and 5.6 rate of fire. Muzzle brake with 12% stability, 5% optimal range, and 5.5 headshot damage. Small grip with 18% critical hit damage, 2.5 stability, and 2% accuracy. And lastly, the small RDS scope with 13% stability, 4.5 optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. Make sure you get back to farming them open world bosses, as now the drop rate for classified and exotics has been raised from 3 to 6%, and they no longer have a chance to drop just one of only 3 exotics, and the Skull Gloves, Caduceus, or the Tenebrae. Now all exotics are on the table. Alright, we got the Tactical UMP-45 submachine gun with 19.5% critical hit chance. Talents are Adept, Vicious, and Ambusher. Got a pair of Accomplished knee pads with 1425 armor. It's got a 1214 electronics roll. Major attribute is 7.5 critical hit exotic damage resilience. The minors are 16% damage to elites, 28 bleed, and 29 disorient resist. Here we got a 2% pulse critical hit chance mod, which we just had one of those down in the terminal, but I would recommend if you're going to buy some, buy this one because this doesn't cost Phoenix credits. And we got the small RDS scope with 12.5 stability, 2% accuracy, and 4.5 optimal range. Alright, let me change this pulse critical hit chance to base of operations. Alright, let's see what we got over here for our weapons and gear. That's right. Thank you, Hella. Alright, we've got the M870 Express shotgun with 300% stagger. It's got the talents of Fierce, Competent, and Brutal. And we got a PEQ-15 laser orange with 16.5 accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 4.5% optimal range. We're here at the gear vendor. We have got a recovered holster with very low 884 armor. It's got low rolls across the board and a major of 6% skill haste. We've got a 211 electronics mod with 3% shock resist and a 5% first aid ally heal for all you healers. Yeah, I feel you, Tunes. The same thing with me. Evan hits it and he gets lucky as hell, but that's about right. I did a run last night. Didn't get anything off of them, and then I did a run right when I got on today, and again, got nothing on it. You should be allowed back now, Duke. He said it was only a 5-minute timeout that he accidentally put you on. It's an abuse of power, Chris. That is an abuse of power. I need to find out how to get you on, Duke, but you're invisible to me. Alright. So, the special equipment vendor inside Camp Clinton this week, we got the Centurion pistol with Expert and Sustained. We've got the Liberator assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage. It's got the talents of Capable, Self-Preserved, and Determined. Got the Pecan, LMG with 20% damage to targets out of cover. The talents are Brutal, Skilled, and Pecan. The Historian this week's got a low 150 headshot damage. Talents are Deadly and Balanced. Pretty good for Deadeye. And the Cassidy has 298.5 stagger with Trained and Ferocious. Got the custom P445 pistol with Expert and Unforgiving. Police UMP-45 submachine gun with 21.5% critical hit chance. Talents are Meticulous, Dominant, and Ambusher. G36 assault rifle with 20% enemy armor damage, with the talents of ferocious, dominant, and talented. That wouldn't be that bad. You got talented, put your predatory or determined on one of these other slots. Alright, we got the Covert SRS marksman rifle with an extremely low 147 headshot damage. Talents are dominant, talented, and fierce. And lastly, we got the classic RPK 74 light machine gun, 20% damage to targets out of cover. The talents are predatory, prepared, and ferocious. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Alright, we got a rejuvenated mask with 996 armor. It's got a 1219 firearms roll. Major attribute is 9,401 skill power, and the minor is 10% damage to elites. We got the robust chest piece with 1982 armor, 1185 electronics roll. Major attributes are 15,334 health, 4% all resist, and a minor attribute of 49% ammo capacity. Alright, we have got... Oh, Duke, you're panhandling, you're bagging. Don't bag, it's okay. It's okay. Alright, we got the Relentless Backpack with 1211 armor. It's got a 1227 stamina roll, major attribute of 13,237 skill power, and the minor is 14% bleed resist. Got a pair of accomplished knee pads with 1441 armor, 1236 stamina roll, major attribute is 3% all resist, and your minors are 31 burn, 32 disrupt, and 32 blind death resist. We got the recovered holster with a very low 870 armor. It's got low rolls across the board, and the major attribute is 7% skill haste. Lastly, we got a pair of Astitude gloves with 957 armor. It's got 1177 electronics roll. Major attribute is 12% shotgun damage, 5% health on kill, and 8% skill haste. We've got a very low 243 stamina mod with 3% skill haste and a 5% sticky bomb explosion radius mod. We've got a heavy magazine spring with 11% magazine size, 2.5 critical hit chance, and 10.9 rate of fire. We've got the Omega Rifle Suppressor with 17.5% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and the minor attribute is 44% reduced threat. Times FDE with 14.5% accuracy, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5 critical hit chance. And again, we have a classified cache, which I cannot buy because I bought one on the last one. So, therefore, I'm broke. Alright, I'm going to start up here at Autumn's Hope in the Times Square district. I'm going to work my way through each safe room in the light zone, ending up at the crypt. From there, I'll go up to East 64th Street DZ checkpoint and work my way along the east side of the map and up on the west. I'll end it at West 53rd Street. I'm not going to go through the DZ safe rooms because that'll just take too damn long. Alright. Yeah, y'all just seen that message. Yeah. Comcast cares, right? Right. Alright, we have got a technical backpack with 1212 armor. It's got a very nice 1271 firearms roll, major attribute, 7% critical hit damage, and the minor is 14% burn resist. Here we got a superior 183 stamina mod with 4% disorient resistance, and we've got a 5.5% first aid self-heal. If you don't have a bunch of 6% ones, then you are behind. I like that one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really waiting for somebody to ask what is Camp Crystal Lake and who is Jason Voorhees. It's gotta happen. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have got a Police T-821 submachine gun with 21% critical hit chance. Talents are meticulous, dominant, and ferocious. And we got a quick release magazine with 30% reload speed, 12% magazine size, and 4.6 rate of fire. Blah. Let's head on down to Hudson and Kermit Station. Could do with some carrots and peas. On the real talk, I have farmed carrots, potatoes, turnip greens. What else did I do? Potatoes, carrots, turnip greens. God, there's something else I did. Yeah. It's called the Florida Department of Corrections. We grow everything we eat. All right. Here we are at Kermit Station. Let's see what we got. We have got a Black Market RPK-74E light machine gun with 19% damage to targets out of cover. Talents are capable, competent, and talented. And we have a C79 scope with a very nice 19% critical hit damage, 2.5 stability, and 2% accuracy. All right, I'm going to shoot on over to the crypt. CMPs, carrots and peas, that's right. Hope everyone's doing lovely tonight. If you are venturing out into the world, the open world, and I'm not talking about in the video game, I'm talking about reality, please be careful tonight, as tonight is Friday the 13th, and people get a little weird, especially when they get a little alcohol in the system. So please drive safe, buckle up, look both ways before crossing the road, and kids, do not get in any shady looking vans that have free candy or ice cream spray painted on the side. Let me guarantee to you, they don't really have it. Trust me. Alright, here we are. We've got at the Cavern Safe House an inventive backpack with 1147 armor. It's got 1138 electronics roll, 13,007 health, and the minor attribute is 48% ammo capacity. Yeah, because nothing bad's ever happened to somebody in an Uber. Alright, we got a prototype stamina mod. It's a Superior 207 with 11% ammo capacity and a 5% pulse duration mod. Let's shoot on over to you, Camp Hudson. See what we got. Patch 1.8.1 is now live, and I must say I am happy with it. The drop rates have been increased. Amherst Apartments and Grand Central Station Legendaries are extremely fun. They are not hard. We did both of them on our first run, no wipes. We did, I think, both of them in under 30 minutes each, so it's really not bad. Tunza, you play Friday, T? I play every day. I played last night. Like I said, we did Amherst and Grand Central. I just didn't stream. I just take Thursdays off from streaming, just because, you know, it's needed to just kind of kick back, let loose, let my guard down, have a little fun, you know. Play naked if I want to. I mean, I guess I could do that right now, but that'd be weird. Alright, here we are at the weapons vendor in Camp Hudson, and we have got another Black Market T821 submachine gun with 19% critical hit chance, and the talents are skilled, meticulous, and fierce. And we have a PEQ-15 laser red this time with 16% accuracy, 4% critical hit damage, and 4% optimal range. Let's go check the gear vendor out over here. Alright, we've got ourselves another inventive backpack with 1332 armor. It's got a 1231 stamina roll, 12,894 health, and a minor is 54% ammo capacity. And we have got a prototype superior firearms mod with 205 and 4% shock resist. And we've got a 4% turret damage mod. Alright, let's go check out the meat locker, because we all know Chris likes the meat locker. He is a different person when he doesn't stream, picks on every single player in the DZ, taunts them when they're down. Tunza, he's lying. He's just joking. I usually leave the group and go rogue on Chris and Evan and them, and then like laugh at them and stuff and things like that. Prank call their house and stupid stuff. It's all good. No, I'm not, man. I'm all around. And when I'm in the DZ, I like go up to random people and put my mic on and be like, hey, if I got classifieds, I'm gonna be like, hey, you need anything, bro? You need any classifieds or whatever? So alright, so here at the meat locker we got a paratrooper SVD marksman rifle with 153 headshot damage. Talents are dominant, determined, and discipline. And we got a VX1 scope 12 times with 17% headshot damage, 4.5 optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. Head over to Madison's stand, see what she's up to. Now, I'm actually really, same way in the game, man. I'm like, helps them confuse the heck out of me. Yeah, level 29, like, if there's nobody level 29 that are other level 29 players, but we come across other players, yeah, we'll go rogue on them and kill them. But if they keep coming out to fight us, we usually invite them afterwards and take them on manhunts and stuff. I took one guy on one, and like I'm telling you, dude, it was so funny. He was like, "Why are you doing this?" I was like, "What?" Hey, look, level 29 guy right here. He's like, "Why are you doing this?" And I was like, "Doing what?" He's like, "Helping me." I was like, "'Cause this is what I do." And he was like, "You're so nice." And I said, "Is this your first manhunt?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's the first time I've ever been on one. First time I went rogue." I was like, "Holy crap!" And so, shut up, you're stupid. No, we don't take any of their stuff. All right, here we are, Madison Stan. We got a rapid chest piece with 1957 armor, 1219 stamina. Major attributes are 9%, skill haste 4% health on kill, and a minor is 24% increased kill XP. We've got a prototype superior stamina mod, 185 with 3% disrupt resist and a 5% first aid self heal. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate that. True friend you are. True friend you are. Get wrecked! Sorry. Had to say that. Just had to say that. Big shout out to my Liverpool. They are matched up against Roma in the semifinals of the Champions League. Roma. It's so much better than having to play Real or Bayern for 2 games. Hopefully we can beat Roma, and whatever team we got to play, we just got to beat them one time at a neutral field. So, may the force be on our side. All right, here we are at the last stand, last call, safe house, and we've got a tactical Super 90 SBS shotgun. It's got 325 stagger, and the talents are meticulous, predatory, and vicious. And we have a muzzle brake with 11.5% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. Let's go check out the ward and see if anything's popping over there. God, it's so bad that, like, founding members of our group have to, like, say a bad word and cut it in half so then they don't get put on timeout. What has this world come to? Alright. Ricky. Alright. Here we got a pair of Savage gloves. If anybody needs some Savage gloves, with 970 armor, 1144 firearms roll. They do have 16% critical hit damage, 12% assault rifle damage, and 8% skill haste. So, you can put some crit hit chance on these, optimize them to get that number right there, that 1144 maxed out at 1272, and you have yourself a damn good pair of Savage gloves. Here we got a superior 188 electronics mod with 3% blind def resistance, and we've got a 250 firearms mod with 1% critical hit chance. You know what, man? This is another horrible vendor reset. Jeez. They're really screwing us. I have 2 items on my list so far. Special equipment vendor inside the base of operations, and the terminal has a 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance, which is in my opinion the best one of the week. And base of operations DZ vendor has a 2% pulse critical hit chance performance mod. That's it, y'all. That's what's popping in the division. All right, and I knocked that lamp on the ground. Here we go with a pair of decisive gloves with 880 armor. It's got 1137 firearms roll. Major attributes are 12% SMG damage, 8% skill haste, and 8% enemy armor damage. We've got a superior 191 stamina mod with 6% increased kill XP. Thank you, Evan. Thanks for setting them fucking straight. Appreciate that. All right, and we've got a 5.5% sticky bomb explosion radius. What's up, trooper? Man, I ain't seen you in a hot minute. How are you doing, friend? Either that or have you just been quiet in chat lately? 'Cause I ain't seen you in a minute. I've been wondering what's up with Troop. No good weapons yet. In fact, this has been on par with being one of the worst vendor resets thus far. This is a weapons vendor right here, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's definitely just trash. Yep. M249B light machine gun with 19% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of prepared, determined, and capable. And then we got a vertical grip OD green with 46% optimal range, 2% accuracy, and 2.5 stability. Shadow rays, yeah, the The absolute best item so far is a 262 stamina mod with 1%. No, I'm sorry, 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance in the terminal special equipment vendor. I'm sorry, 266 stamina, not 261. No, I took a week off. I was playing like 20 hours a week. Had to tone it back a little bit. Is 20 hours a week bad or something? I've got 150 days of game time in this thing. And I started like 3 months after it came out. Alright, here we are at this place. Firewall. With a pair of prosperous crappy knee pads, 1618 armor with 1173 firearms roll. Major attribute is 3% all resist, and the minors are 13% damage to elites, 28 disorient, and 31 disrupt resist. We have got a prototype superior 196 stamina mod with 3% burn resist and a 244 stamina with 3164 health. Dear God, this is horrible. Like, just extremely horrible. Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. No, I'm sure. Yeah, I am. Did I get this one? Weapons vendor? Yeah, I got that one. That's Southpaw, right? Yep, alright. Damn, dude, that was quick. Let's hit the crypt. Maybe they'll have a good weapon here. Let's go. Let's hope we got like an Elvoa with like vicious, deadly, competent, or unforgiven, or something like that. I don't know. I already got one, so it doesn't matter. But I hope they get one for y'all. If you have a weapon and it's got the talents you want on it, and it's the weapon you want, but you're like, man, it's got low enemy armor damage or low critical hit chance, or man, the damage just isn't high. Don't worry about it, man. Just do like I do. Go optimize it. That's why all my weapons that I actually use are all optimized. This is my new one, Deadly Responsive. And you see it's 23, all the same. Vicious, Hurried. Deadly, Unforgiven. Vicious, Deadly. And then my skill build one, Talented, Competent. But yeah, just, been doing minimum 12 hours a day. I got a full-time job, though. I work like 65, 70 hours a week, too. So we're not, this ain't a pissing who contest. I'm just glad you're back, Trooper. I'm glad you're back. All right, here we go. We got a SOCOM MK20 SSR marksman rifle with a very low 141 headshot damage. Talents are Competent, Determined, and Brutal. And then we got a CQBSS scope FDE with 12.5 stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 2% accuracy. So that is going to wrap it up for this very shitty open world light zone safe house vendor reset. Now we're going to start at the DZ checkpoints. Go east side all the way down, come back up the west, and we'll end it there. I'm not going to hit the safe rooms for the sake of time, but if anybody is in the DZ right now and you happen to stop by any of the safe rooms and you see any items that are really good, I would really appreciate it if you put them in chat. If not, then throughout the next couple days, as I play the game, I will hit all the safe rooms, and if anything is very, very good, I'll add it to the description, or I'll add it to the comment section at the bottom of the video. Alright, here at the West 64th, we have a very low 236 stamina mod with 2% all resist, and a 3.5% sticky bomb damage mod, for all you sticky bombers. Alright, let's hit East 64 first now. Now I'm actually going to East 61st. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Get out there, hit them 2 new legendaries, Amherst Apartments and Grand Central Station. We did them last night, 4-man group, no wipes. Did them both on the first round, first go, first try, whatever you want to call it. We ran a Reclaimer with Support Station and Sticky Bomb, Tactician with Seekers and Sticky, D3 with Ballistic Shield and Sticky Bomb, and then Lone Star with, I don't know what Evan ran with it, a heal and another skill. And we went right through it. It wasn't even hard. Damn. I'm happy for you, Nicholas. I got one with Deadly Responsive, but it had Deadly Sustain. That was just because Cubics dropped it for me. How's the new update? I like it so far. I do. It's good. If you didn't get your monthly season pass supply drops, I held on to mine. I went and got them yesterday. They have a chance for a classified and exotics drop. I didn't get any of those, but you do get 100 div tech with it, and so I went and got it with my alternate characters also, so that was nice. And then now the open world bosses are worth farming again because you ain't got to worry about getting the Caduceus, Tenebrae, or Skull Gloves. Now they can drop all of them. And I've had someone say they got the house, Thompson, Urban MDR. I've heard a bunch of people getting a bunch of different stuff. So go check them out. And then in the terminal, special equipments vendor inside the terminal, and Camp Clinton now has a classified cache for sale for 2,500 Phoenix credits, and it will give you one random item plus some div tech and all that good stuff. So target intel, blah blah blah. All right, we got a heavy spring magazine with 4% critical hit damage, 2.5 critical hit chance, and 9.8 rate of fire. We've got an Omega Rifle Suppressor with 18% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5 stability. A Small Grip Red with 17% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 4.5 reload speed. And lastly, a 5.52 Hollow Sight Tan with 7.5 crit hit chance, 2.5 stability, and 4.5 optimal range. All right, let's go down and check the high-end East 58th Street DZ checkpoint. I also want to test something. We did Amherst and Grand Central last night, and you get an exotic cache for doing those each week. You can get exotic cache. Well, whenever you kill the hunter that's on each one of those, they drop you an exotic. And so every time you do it, what I want to know is that only once a week you get a exotic drop from them, or is it every time you do it you'll get an exotic drop from the hunter? Because if that's the case, that is amazing. And it literally took us 26 minutes to do one, 28 to do the other. So if you really think about it, that means you could have guaranteed 2 exotic drops every hour. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Plus you get a lot of Phoenix credits and other stuff too. So every time, thank you so much for that. So look at that. So you can get an exotic every single time for killing the hunter. Plus you have the chance of the main boss in the mission dropping classifieds and exotics for you also. So that's actually really big. So if you're still missing that house, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get it. Grind out. You don't have to have a 4-man team to beat that. I can already feel that those legendaries would be something you could probably do. I'm sure we can do it solo. It takes some time, but for most people, 2 to 3 man group should be able to do it fine. 4-man very easily. Anyway, all right, let's go here. We got a rejuvenated mask with 925 armor. It's got a low 1178 firearms roll. Major attribute 4% health on kill. The minor is 17% blind def resist. And we got a forceful chest piece with 1985 armor. It's got a decent 1266 firearms roll. Major attribute is 6% enemy armor damage, 7% skill haste, and the minor is 27% increased kill XP. Amherst has 3 bosses and a hunter. Yeah, very, very nice. And it was easy, man. We went through it, like I said, in like 26 minutes or something like that. The hunters on both those have an ungodly huge health pool, though. It's like Nomad on steroids and crack and everything, and they're just like knucking futs, man. It's knucking futs. And they got NPCs that have Predator on, so be careful. You will bleed out. All right, we got a specialized backpack with 1257 armor. It's got a kind of low 1236 firearms roll. Major attribute is 12,611 health, and the minor is 51% ammo capacity. We got a pair of accomplished knee pads with 1515 armor, very low 1202 firearms roll. Major attribute is 7% critical hit damage, and the minor attributes are 16% damage to elites, 32 burn, and 31 disrupt resist. Got a nimble holster with 930 armor. It's got low rolls across the board, and the major attribute is 4% critical hit chance. Last, we've got a pair of cunning gloves with 887 armor. It's got a 1228 stamina roll, with the majors being 7% enemy armor, 12% shotgun damage, and 15% critical hit damage. Alright, I'm going to hit the... Ooh, good thing I didn't join him on accident. That's Dog Bauer anyway. Stop it. Stop it. Park Avenue. There we go. I like this DZ checkpoint. This is the all weapons one here. Very nice. Alright. Alright. Alright, we've got a PX4 Storm Type T pistol with Expert and Sustain. Tactical UMP 45 submachine gun with 20% critical hit chance with the talents of Capable, Accurate, and Ambusher. Got a tactical ACR assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage. It has the talents of Focus, Commanding, and Dominant. And we got a double barrel shotgun, 325.5 stagger with the talents of Vicious, Responsive, and Dominant. Got the classic M44 carbine marksman rifle with a low 153 headshot damage. The talents are ferocious, talented, and balanced. And lastly, we got a military M60E4 light machine gun, 22% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of destructive, prepared, and accurate. I do want to say, I don't see people using this gun. It's a lower rate of fire SMG. Um, the talent that's always on it, ambusher, increase your damage by 10% against targets in cover. It's horrible. If you come across one of these guns and you get, say, deadly and responsive, or competent responsive, competent deadly in these top two slots, do not just throw that gun away. You want to get two good talents up there, though, to where you can roll away ambusher. This gun hits so freaking hard. I've got 6,000 firearms and it's doing 20k damage. This thing hits extremely hard, so don't pass up on that gun. I've used it before. It is a beast, but you got to make sure you got good talents in that top slot so you can roll that ambusher away, because it's not very good. All right, let's go check out East 53rd Street checkpoint. Beautify, what is going on? I seen you sent me some chat invites earlier. I was at work. Alright, here we are at East 53rd Street, and we got a Tactical Vector 45 ACP submachine gun with 21% critical hit chance. Has the talents of responsive, brutal, and swift. And we've got a rehabilitated mask with 954 armor. It's got a low 1201 firearms roll. Major attribute is 4% critical hit chance. The minors are 14% blind def resist. Andrew, nothing good. The only two good things are the DZ vendor inside the base of operations has a 2% pulse critical hit chance mod, and then the special equipment vendor inside the terminal has a 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. I would highly recommend going and picking a bunch of those up. They had that about a month ago. I bought a bunch, but go get that. I'm telling you, 266 stamina, 1% critical hit chance. Really good. All right, we got a 7% support station range mod, ACOG scope, 4-time FDE scope, 16% accuracy, 5.5 headshot damage, 2.5 critical hit chance. Let's head on down to the next one. East 46th Street. Yeah, this last week I said it was one of the worst vendor resets that we had since I started doing the live vendor reset. It was like second worst, but so far this one is shaping up to be the absolute worst one that I've seen since I've been doing the live vendor reset stream, and probably one of the worst ones I've seen since release of the game. I know, that's crazy. Alright, we get an ACR assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage. It has the talents of competent, focus, and intense. And then we got a pair of accomplished knee pads with 1557 armor, very low 1128 firearms roll. It's got a major attribute of 4% enemy armor damage. The minor attributes are 13% damage to elites, 27 disorient, and 30% bleed resist. We've got a low 241 electronics roll with 1% critical hit chance, and a PEQ 15 laser orange with 17% accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 5% reload speed. Alright, let's see, Go to East 42nd Street. Two good houses. I was going to see if anyone needed them, but I ended up getting killed by 8 players. Yeah, I got hit with some multi-groups last night too, man. Don't feel bad. It was 2 4-man squads. The one group went rogue on me. It was 4 of them, and I turned around to get behind cover, and I seen 4 other people. I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's on now. And then they all went rogue and all started shooting at me. And the reason why I knew they were multi-grouping is because I guess when some of them was shooting at me, he hit one of his other friends, rogue on rogue violence, and the dude had a mic on, and he was like, bro, be careful aiming down sight around me because you'll shoot me. I was like, you guys are bitches. Alright, let's see what we got here, y'all. We got a SOCOM MKSSR marksman rifle with 153 headshot damage. Talents are intense, deadly, and commanding. Got an inventive backpack with 1287 armor. It's got a 1264 firearms roll. Major attribute is 12,430 skill power, and the minor is 14% bleed resist. If you're running a tactician and you don't want to run the full 6-piece, Inventive backpack is definitely the way to go. You'd want to switch that over to electronic roll, but you got your skill power and you got a little bleed resist, which doesn't really matter. But you can pair it with the Barrett's chest piece, or just run 5-piece with the inventive if you don't have the 6-piece. All right, here we go. We got a 234 stamina mod, 1% critical hit chance, and a muzzle brake with 12.5 stability, 6% headshot damage, and 4% optimal range. What is up? Limited time. No, there's absolutely one good item in this whole vendor reset. Let's go to East 34th Street. The terminal, the special equipment vendor inside the terminal, has a 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. And that's it. The DZ vendor inside the base also has a 2% pulse critical hit chance mod, but this is like extremely horrible. Amen to that, Andrew. I hate shock turrets. That's when you never see me or anybody in my group run them. We just don't do it. All right, now if you're a solo player in the DZ, I can understand if you use one just because of some of the fact that there's so many people out there that are doing it, and as a solo player, anytime you come up on a group of 2, 3, or 4, there is a very high possibility that they're going to go rogue and kill you because you're an easy target. So, I don't mind that. Possibly, I think I might have plans already, but I'll let you know. All right, we got the, they've been horrible, E. I mean, I'm just talking, like, extremely bad. All right, we got the military P416 assault rifle with 23% enemy armor damage. It has the talents of Determined, Focus, and Sustained. Got a pair of decisive gloves with an 891 armor. It's got a 1234 electronics roll, and the major attributes are 5.5 critical hit chance, 8% skill haste, and 11% assault rifle damage. We've got a 7.5% support station duration mod, and an Omega rifle suppressor TAM with 17.5 headshot, 4.5 optimal range, and 2% accuracy. Alright, let's go to East 31st Street. And as you can see, on the opposite side, there's a manhunt active. Three greens. Alright. Alright, we got a military MK46 light machine gun with 22% damage to targets out of cover. Talents are meticulous, dominant, and unforgiving. And we've got a sturdy holster with 943 armor. It's got low rolls across the board, low 1200s, and the major attribute is 6% skill haste. Here we got a low 245 electronics mod with 3208 skill power. And lastly, a CQBSS scope FDE with 12% stability, 6% headshot damage, and 2% accuracy. Let's go see what we got at 5th Ave. They'll be getting ready to start the new global event here soon. It's going to be Global Event Blackout. And the 4 classified sets that will be available during the global event are Deadeye, D3, Striker, and Tactician, I think. And the way it'll work is when you get your global event credits, you go in there to the vendor, and they'll still have the superior global event cash for sale that has a chance to drop any of those 4 items in it. They'll no longer have the 900 global event credit cash for sale anymore. And then you can buy targeted caches. So whatever 4 gear sets, those 4 gear sets are out, you'll be able to buy a Striker cache, Tactician cache, a D3 cache, and a Deadeye cache. So that's pretty cool. I don't know the pricing on it. Somebody said they think that the superior cache will be 1,500 global event credits, just like it's always been, but then the targeted ones will be like 2,000 global event credits or something like that, which would make sense. Charge you a little bit more to know that those are the sets you're going after. When is it starting? I don't know exactly. They did the state of the game yesterday. I wasn't able to check it out with work and then some other things. But the second I know, I will have it on the stream. Usually I'll put it in the bottom of my stream down there. So, 3K. Okay, so they're double. All right, here we go. We got a Vector 45 ACP submachine gun. I love this bad boy with swift, responsive, and sustained. We've got a pair of cunning gloves with 878 armor. It's got 1165 stamina roll. Major attribute is 10% SMG damage, 9% skill haste, and 17% critical hit damage. I've got a 7.5 mobile cover health performance mod. And we've got a ACOG scope 4-time with 16.5 accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 5.5 headshot damage. Duke, you already know my man. the crew. Now we're PS4E. We do have some Xbox guys on here. Beautify, we got an Xbox guy here, man. If you want to get on there, I have an Xbox One now, but the only games that I have for it are PUBG and Quantum Break. Duke, yeah, I'm down. We can do incursions and legendary as soon as we get done. As soon as I get done with this, you already know that it's Friday night, my man. Gee, when is the next? I don't know exactly when it's going to be starting, but as soon as I know, I will let y'all know. They had the state of the game yesterday. I don't think they announced the time yet, but I would imagine most of the global events have started like 2 to 3 weeks after a patch comes out. So I would say look for it in the next 2 weeks. All right, we got a military SA-58 assault rifle with 20% enemy armor damage. It has the talents of Unforgiving, Commanding, and Talented. We've got a refresh mask with 949 armor. It's got a 1248 stamina roll. Major attribute is 4% all resist, and the minor is 15% disorient resist. We got a prototype electronics mod 256 with 2% all resist, and a large suppressor FDE with 16% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 6% headshot damage. Alright, let's check this one out. Hey, I almost joined you, Nicholas. Let's go to West 34th Street. Yeah, Duke, you already know we'll be wrapped up here in just a couple minutes. Alright. Here we got a Burstfire MP5A4. It's got 20% critical hit chance. It's got talents of Swift, Skilled, and Sustain. Is there a pro red dot with crit hit damage? There was a pro red dot on one of the safe rooms in there. I can't remember, but here's what you need to do, is Holly. Go to, let me show you. Go to Camp Clinton in the West Side Piers area right here. Okay, and right when you spawn in there, there is a Blueprints vendor. And this week they have the Pro Red Dot site blueprint for sale. Pick that up. I own one, and I actually craft on my own now, and I've got a bunch that are 19% critical hit damage, 6% headshot damage, 3% critical hit chance. So go buy that and then just start crafting them, because if you're like me, you probably got a ton of crafting materials from playing this game. Alright, we got, let's see, Enduring Mask with 875 armor, 1229 electronics. Major attribute is 10.5 exotic damage resilience, and the minor is 15% disorient resist. We got a 4% ballistic shield damage resilience mod, and a small grip with 18% critical hit damage, 4.5 reload speed, and 2.5 stability. Let's hit West 39th Street. Alright. Here we got one of my favorite marksman rifles in the game from when the game first came out. I used to love this gun. Give me 1 second, y'all. Damn you. Alright. It's a marksman rifle with 167 headshot damage. It's got the talents of Accurate, Trained, and Talented. No, this has been the worst vendor reset I've ever seen. One good item. Special equipment vendor inside the terminal has a 266 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. That is literally it. Everything. It's just been a horror. It's been the worst vendor reset I've seen. And then also they got the classified cash for sale in the terminal at the special equipment vendor now. It's 2,500 Phoenix credits, and it guarantees you a classified item, plus some div tech and target intel and stuff. We got a pair of decisive gloves, 864 armor. It's got a 1211 electronics roll, 6% critical hit chance, 11% shotgun damage, 8% skill haste. No problem, Holly. Thank you. And everybody, if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you just hit that like button, help get the video out there. My channel is mainly about helping people. I do a Dark Zone farming stream where me and my friends, we farm the Dark Zone, and any classified or exotic set we get, if anybody needs them, we send them an invite. They join us. We throw a grenade on ourselves or let an NPC kill us until that item drops, and then we help them extract it. If there's any content that you're having problems getting through, incursions, legendaries, maybe you're a solo player and matchmaking's not working out, then we like to help people get through those missions as well. I am on PS4. But we do have plenty of people in this community that is Xbox and PC that are more than willing to help people. So yes, if you're new, I would greatly appreciate dropping a like for me, and I would even more appreciate if you join this wonderful community of friends that we have here and hit that subscribe button. Here we got a 3.5% Seeker Mind damage mod. And we have got a compensator with a 13% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. That's right, he takes it all. Just kidding. No, Beautify's this dude's awesome. If you're kind of new at the PvP area of this game, and looking for somebody to run with, and that's not afraid to go rogue and kill everything in sight, then definitely hit Beautify up. He is on PS4 and on Xbox, so definitely go to. All right, here we are. We got a Police 686 Magnum pistol with expert and intense. We've got a robust chest piece with 1941 armor. It's got 1181 firearms roll. It's got a major attribute of 15,222 health, 4% all resist, and a minor of 24% increased skill XP. He is in the chat, Beautify. Beautify, if you're on there, you see EYVC. He is an Xbox Division player, also looking for somebody to run with. We got a prototype electronics mod 237 with 3% signature ability resource gain, and an Omega rifle suppressor with 18.5 headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 3% critical hit chance. This is actually a pretty good one right here. If you don't have one, you want to definitely try to get the 4% crit hit damage where that accuracy is, but this could be a great one until you find a better one. Look at that. We got a couple X, but John Connor. Okay, Terminator. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We got it rocking on. Y'all send me a friend request also. I don't have the Division on Xbox. PS4 Division. But I got, like I said, Quantum Break and PUBG. And my Xbox handle is the exact same as my PS4 handle. It's just TSwandol. No agent in front of it. Just TSWANDOL. Alright. Here we've got a G36C assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage, and it has the talents of Prepared, Talented, and Focus. And we got a pair of decisive gloves with 883 armor. It's got a 1200 flat stamina roll. Major attributes are 5.5 critical hit chance, 7% skill haste, and 5% health on kill. Here we go. Here's another good buy, guys. We got a nice 261 firearms mod with 1% critical hit chance, and then a C79 scope with 16% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, 5% optimal range. Oops, which one is this? This is West 46th Street. Let me write that down. Got a 261 firearms, 1% crit chance. Oh, that means I got 3 items on my entire list so far. Crazy. So, the vendors, the devs, whatever you want to call it, but just like a teenager that's camping at Camp Crystal Lake on Friday the 13th, they're going to get slaughtered. They pretty much did that to us on this vendor reset. This has absolutely 100% without a doubt been the worst vendor reset I've seen since the launch of this game. Alright, we have got a custom M870 MCS shotgun with 316.5 stagger. Talents are dominant, meticulous, and sustained. We got a pair of decisive gloves, another pair of decisive gloves, like 5 gloves in a row. 901 armor, 1222 stamina. Major attribute is 10% SMG damage, 15% critical hit damage, and 7% skill haste. We got a 252 electronics mod with 4% signature ability resource gain, and a high velocity magazine with 7.5 crit chance, 4% crit damage, and 11.5 rate of fire. These actually aren't bad if you throw them on an LMG. It's already got a large magazine as is. The M60's got a low rate of fire, but if you put this like on an MG5 where it's got 50 rounds, and then you get that 11.5% magazine, you're going to add an extra 5 rounds in it. So now you're sitting at 55 rounds. It fires 800 rounds per minute. Add, that. No, that's the magazine size. Never mind. I ain't even talking. Never mind. Wrong one on that one. I was thinking of the other one that's got the rate of fire to it. But still, these are not bad. to put on. You get higher crit and crit chance, crit damage out of them. They get a pass for the update. You're right about that, Hedgehog, because everything else has freaking sucked. I'm talking horrible. Yes, developers, I'm talking to you. Uh, but regardless, guys, it's been a good week. Yesterday we got the new classified or the new legendaries and Amherst. Oh snap! I did it last night. We can do it again, guys, and get another exotic cache. I thought it was once a week. I didn't know it just meant Friday at reset. So look at that. We can do them again. Uh, that's it, man. This has been a really bad one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off the live vendor reset video. I'm literally going to take about a 10-minute break and get some stuff together, and then I will be signing back on. And we're going to probably go through and do some legendaries or some incursions or something like that. I will start streaming it tonight. Tomorrow is my one day off of work for the week. And so I will be on and off all day. I'll stream. I do a daytime stream and then my normal afternoon stream. And so yeah, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, or if anything, just hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Just drop a like for me. It'd be greatly appreciated. I do this every week. Friday nights are my live vendor resets, and then throughout the week I stream every day except for Thursday. I take Thursdays off. Now the only exception is when the global events come out. I stream on those days. A few weeks ago when they were doing the global events each week, I think I went like 4 weeks straight streaming every single day. I work a full-time job, 65, 70 hours a week, and then I stream every evening. I live in Florida. I'm on Central Time Zone. I'm 1 hour behind Eastern Time Zone, but I usually, when I tell people my stream time, I just use Eastern Time. I stream Friday through Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and take Thursdays off unless otherwise mentioned. If there is a day throughout the week that I missed for any reason, work or something pops up, and I can't stream during a regular day, I do make that day up on Thursdays. So, but yeah, definitely appreciate the like, the sub. It's greatly appreciated. You get to know us. We're a good group of guys here. This is we are the D-Tech Gaming Group, and we love to help people. So y'all have a great night. Happy Friday the 13th. Get out there, do them legendaries. You get a guaranteed exotic when you kill the hunter, plus your exotic cache, and you get new weapon skins and all that. So a lot of stuff in this patch. Get out there, have fun. If you need help, let me know. Even if you're not on PS4, shoot me a comment, an email, whatever. Follow me on Twitter at TSwandol. I'll put some people in your way to help you if you're on a different platform. Or even if you are on Xbox or something and you need help with a build, I can take screenshots of mine and we can communicate through email or Xbox Live. I just don't have the game. So y'all have a great night. Be safe, and I'll talk at y'all later. Peace.